The Aquatic Alliance had ruled the galaxy's water worlds for 3 centuries, their hydro-weapons technology remaining unchallenged across the known systems. Admiral Kess stood on the command deck of the flagship Torrent, watching through the viewport as another world fell to their pressurized water cannons. The streams cut through enemy hulls like paper, dismantling resistance fleets with surgical precision. "Target destroyed, Admiral," reported Communications Officer Vale. "The mining colony has surrendered." Kess nodded, his blue-scaled face reflecting satisfaction. The hydro-weapons drew power from any available water source, making them virtually unlimited in ammunition. While other species relied on finite energy cells or projectile munitions, the Alliance could fight indefinitely near any planet with oceans, ice, or even atmospheric moisture. The technology had been perfected over generations. Massive hydrocannons compressed water into needle-thin streams moving at nearly light speed, capable of penetrating any known armor. Smaller hydro rifles carried by infantry could slice through battlesuits and energy shields alike. No military force in the galaxy had found an effective counter. "Admiral, long-range sensors detect an unknown vessel approaching," Vale announced, his voice carrying a note of curiosity. "Configuration is unlike anything in our databases." Through the viewport, a sleek craft emerged from hyperspace. Unlike the flowing organic curves of Alliance ships or the angular geometries of other species, this vessel appeared almost primitive in its simplicity. It was roughly cylindrical with minimal external features, painted in neutral gray tones. "Hail them," Kess ordered. The main screen flickered to life, revealing a bipedal creature with pale skin and short brown hair. Its species was unfamiliar, but it spoke in clear galactic standard. "This is Captain Reed of the human vessel Meridian. We come seeking dialogue with the Aquatic Alliance." Kess studied the alien carefully. Humans were not in any Alliance database, suggesting they came from an unexplored region. "I am Admiral Kess. State your business in Alliance territory. We represent Earth and several colony worlds. We've heard of your expansion and wish to discuss peaceful coexistence." The Admiral's officers exchanged glances. Most species made similar overtures before eventually submitting to Alliance rule. "Very well, Captain Reed. You may dock with our flagship for negotiations." Within an hour, Captain Reed and 2 companions materialized in the Torrent's docking bay. The humans appeared physically unremarkable, wearing simple uniforms without visible weapons or protective gear. They seemed almost fragile compared to the Alliance's aquatic physiology. In the conference chamber, Admiral Kess gestured to holographic displays showing Alliance territory. "As you can see, we control 47 systems. Our expansion continues as we bring order to chaotic regions." Captain Reed examined the displays with interest. "Impressive. Your hydro weapons are quite renowned. We've studied reports from survivors of your campaigns." "Then you understand the futility of resistance," Kess replied. "Join the Alliance willingly, and your people will be treated fairly." "We appreciate the offer," Reed said calmly, "but humanity prefers independence. Perhaps we could arrange a mutual non-aggression pact instead." Kess laughed, a sound like rushing water. "Captain, you seem reasonable, but you underestimate our capabilities. Observe." The Admiral activated a tactical display showing a nearby asteroid field. "Commander Bay, demonstrate our precision with a Class 3 hydro strike." From the Torrent's main cannon, a stream of compressed water lanced out, striking a kilometer-wide asteroid. The rock exploded into fragments, completely vaporized by the hydro weapon's impact. Reed watched without visible concern. "Quite effective against solid targets. That asteroid had the same composition as most starship hulls," Kess explained. "No known defense can withstand a direct hydro strike." "I see." Reed nodded thoughtfully. "Would you be interested in a demonstration of human technology?" Kess was intrigued despite himself. "Proceed." Reed spoke into a small communicator. "Meridian, activate defensive systems." Through the viewport, the human vessel began to change. Its hull shifted and flowed like liquid metal, taking on a more streamlined configuration. Then, impossibly, it seemed to fade slightly, becoming translucent. "Fascinating," Kess admitted. "Some form of adaptive armor?" "In a manner of speaking," Reed replied. Our ship is constructed from programmable matter. It can alter its molecular structure in real time. Nevertheless, Kess said, no material can withstand hydroweapon pressure. Commander Bay, target. The human vessel with a precision strike. The hydro cannon fired, sending its devastating stream toward the meridian. As the water beam struck the ship's hull, something extraordinary happened. Instead of penetrating or exploding against the surface, the pressurized water simply passed through the vessel as if it wasn't there. Shocked silence filled the command deck. How? Kess demanded. Reed smiled slightly. Our programmable matter can adjust its phase state. When your water stream approached, the hull shifted to a dispersed molecular configuration, allowing the attack to pass harmlessly through while maintaining structural integrity in non-targeted areas. Impossible, Bay muttered from his weapons station. Our scientists spent considerable time studying hydro-weapon mechanics after first encounters with your expansion, Reed continued. Water, regardless of pressure, remains fundamentally H2O molecules. Our defensive systems simply create molecular gaps too large for water to maintain coherent streams, while simultaneously redistributing mass to maintain ship functions. Kess stared at the human vessel, still partially translucent and clearly undamaged. For 3 centuries, no force had survived direct hydroweapon strikes. The Alliance's entire military doctrine was built around this technological superiority. Furthermore, Reed added conversationally, our weapon systems can replicate and enhance your hydro technology while adapting to target specific molecular structures, but we'd prefer not to demonstrate that capability. The implication struck Kess immediately. If humans could neutralize hydro weapons and potentially improve upon them, the Alliance's military advantage was gone. Worse, their expansion had created numerous enemies who would eagerly support anyone capable of challenging Alliance dominance. After a long pause, Kess straightened in his chair. Perhaps a non-aggression pact would be mutually beneficial after all. Reed nodded diplomatically. We believe so. Humanity has no interest in conquest, only in protecting our sovereignty and ensuring peaceful coexistence. As negotiations began in earnest, Kess realized that humanity's greatest weapon wasn't their adaptive technology, but their apparent restraint in using it. The humans could have attacked immediately, catching the Alliance completely unprepared. Instead, they offered partnership. 3 hours later, the first formal treaty between the Aquatic Alliance and humanity was signed aboard the Torrent. Word spread quickly through galactic communication networks that the Alliance's expansion had finally met its match. The age of unchallenged hydro-weapon supremacy was over, ended not by superior firepower, but by human ingenuity and unexpected diplomacy.